Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Brian Hoops here with Midwest Market Solutions. This is our Market Insider TV closing segment. It's Thursday, September the 20th. Thanks for joining us here. All right, programming note. We're going to look at some long-range projections here. We'll not have a closing TV segment tomorrow as I am going to travel to do another branch office audit in Omaha. And we will try and get a morning one on, but it might be earlier than normal. Okay, let's look at weekly charts here, as this is something we talked about earlier in the week, how if we could hold this 349.5, close above it, a dip below it really doesn't negate this potential double bottom. And so I have a double bottom question mark on the charts. We've got commercials bullish, even though they're not long. They're actually net short 50,000 contracts, and the large specs or the funds are still long 69,000. Look at this index puts it in a better perspective. Over the last 12 months at least, this is the most bullish the commercials have been since going back to probably November 17th of a year ago, based off of this index. And this is the index that I use and watch real closely. So we were, it was bearish back in here in March, and as we went into the summer months, and now it's turned to more bullish. So got to believe that a rally is going to unfold in here. Could be off of this 349.5. Here's the seasonal pattern showing a low about October the 5th. That's 2 weeks away, so anytime in here could be that seasonal low. And then if we can break above this little downtrending channel that we're in, that would be bullish, I think, for the market. So a lot of things going on here in the corn. Let's hope we had a real strong day on Thursday. Let's hope we can follow through with some more upside potential on Friday. Soybeans, exact same scenario. We dip below this 826.5, potential double bottom in here. Commercials are bullish based off of the index. Here we have the funds short about 66,000 contracts. You can see it on the screen there. This could be bullish if they start to cover. And why would they cover? Well, an outside week higher. So far we've got an outside week higher going in November beans in the soybean market. That could easily take us back up into this 887 to 895 area. If we can get the short covering to commence, same seasonal pattern, we're down until about October the 5th, then we start to rally. So I know we've got this huge crap out there, but sometimes you have to figure we dialed it in at some point, and I think we are getting close to doing that until, well, at least until we get some new yield information. But sure, some signs here are starting to come through that we've got maybe a bottom trying to form in this soybean market. 826 3/4 may look like a real solid support area. Wheat's a little bit different, and we'll look at that real closely here. Wheat's a little bit different pattern from the standpoint that here's key support at 497 off of the Kansas City, and we went to 498 3/4 last week. We haven't came and touched that again. We don't have the bullish setup in here from the commercial index that we see. It happens. Here it was real bullish. They got a little bit friendly when the market was back here at this 497 area, but really not very much at this time frame. This is a key support that we have to hold. I think if you go test this again, if you wanted to get long, that's a great opportunity to try and get long from. But maybe we can get some upside potential going here in the Kansas City, Chicago markets. I'm just not as friendly to either one of those markets as I am to the corn or the soybeans. I guess the other thing I want to point out, and this is a contrarian view, is this sentiment index charts what the people are doing, if they're bullish or bearish. Right now we're at about 1% in corn. People are bullish. Almost everyone else is bearish. If you're contrarian, you want to look at that closely. The same thing here in the soybeans. We're at 0%. There's 0 out of 100 people are bullish soybeans, and that's off of some surveys that are done. But this is a time frame where if everybody else is bearish, this is probably a time to start turning them a little bit more bullish and anticipating we're going to have some sort of a rally. So don't be making cash sales in corn and soybeans. Look for some opportunities. If you do make sales, to get long, or we can put some strategies together for you to help you with that. Same thing here in the cattle market. Long-term look at the cattle, they're down on the week a little bit here. We had a big breakout last week, had a little bit of a setback this week, and as we've been talking, we thought the market could pull back. We'll look at a daily chart in the October. We thought the October could pull back ahead of this on-feed report back to this 112.25 area, and we almost hit that today. Went to 112.37. This is good weekly support right here. We're probably going to come down and test that on Friday, and if we can see a little bit of a friendly report, friendly cash trade. We should bounce off this, I think, as I still think we're not going to have bigger supplies. We've got the on-feed report that's telling us there's more supplies, but numbers on the show list are suggesting otherwise. All right, let's wrap it up. Have a great night, everyone, and hope you have good luck on your trades. This has been Brian Hoops for Midwest Markets. Talk to you soon.